Hey, it's Rich Tehrani with TMCnet. Thanks for watching. We're here for our Editors Week in Silicon Valley 2016. On our program is Kumar Ramachandran. He is with CloudGenix. And Kumar, welcome to the show. How are you?
Great to be here.
Good. So we had you on our program last year as well, and I'm sure lots happened. But for those people who may not be familiar with your company, let's do an overview really quick on what you guys do.
Absolutely. So at CloudGenix, we're a pioneer for the SD-WAN or the software-defined WAN space. So what we've been doing really is three big things for our customers. Eliminating the need for routers when you build a wide area network, moving from hardware to software, and really allowing customers to be transport agnostic. We see customers mixing, matching MPLS, internet, broadband all together to really form a new enterprise fabric that's more designed for the cloud-based applications and modern data center applications that customers are trying to deploy today. So as we work with our customers in finance and healthcare and retail, in banking, in every one of the major verticals, what we're really seeing is that there's a reason this segment is growing very, very fast with 100% CAGR forecasted over a 2 or 3 year period because the problems that we solve for our customers are here and now.
So I'm going to reverse the question. I usually ask what kind of company should buy SD-WAN products or your type of products, but is there any kind of company that shouldn't buy SD-WAN?
So you're absolutely right. This is a horizontal technology, right, and a baseline capability that all companies should have. The value is most apparent to customers that have a significant number of remote sites. So typically what we'll find is that if you have 10 or more remote sites, it starts becoming really interesting. And we have customers of all sizes, right, all the way down to a mom and pop with a handful of sites to the largest bank in the world with thousands of sites, if not tens of thousands of sites across the globe.
But even a single site could benefit, right?
Absolutely. So in fact, it's funny, there's a health fitness gymnasium down in Texas that has us deployed for a single site. And we weren't even aware of it. It just went through our channel partners. But it was pretty interesting to understand their use case, which really was that it becomes a gateway to the cloud, right? Where they look at our technology as the enabling capability to deliver cloud-based applications, cloud-based billing, cloud-based everything to their remote sites.
Very exciting. So is there any news, anything we should know about?
Absolutely. So the big things we've, since we spoke last year, the big things we've been working on really are, one, a virtual edition of our product, which we brought into the market in partnership with Palo Alto Networks and VMware. So the big use case there really is for customers to say, when I make the transition from my old legacy router model to this new model with CloudGenix, if I wanted to layer in deep security functions with someone like a Palo Alto, how do I bring it all together without needing hardware truck rolls? So what we are able to do across VMware, Palo Alto, and us is really provide an x86-based architecture for the branch, where the VMware hypervisor allows CloudGenix and Palo Alto to come together for a fully virtualized branch. So that was a hugely successful rollout for us. Other big things we've been working on is, I don't know if you heard about the I Want CloudGenix Challenge. We ran this, it's a Pepsi versus Coke style bake-off.
Okay.
One of the things that's been happening is it's a very hot market. We have incumbents, we have new players, everyone wanting to stake a claim. So we said, let's get past the vendor marketing and just put products in front of a customer and let the customers decide. So it all started out in Vegas, where during the week of Cisco Live, we had about 200 people come to our, there was a conference room or restaurant where we held it. 200 or 300 people came to our event, and they were invited to set up Cisco's various products in the space, and we also offered CloudGenix. And really the audience was asked to do 3 important use cases, right? Set up a WAN, set up cloud-based policies, and then do some troubleshooting debugging. And because we are so confident of our product's capabilities is why we were able to put it out there. And of course, the audience struggled. Cisco has a 1,000-page manual that the audience can consume, and so they were trying to get through it. And the reality was with CloudGenix, the fastest time it took a person who had never seen CloudGenix before was 4 minutes, 28 seconds to set up a WAN, allow direct-to-cloud access for Office 365, AWS, load balance across other paths, and be able to troubleshoot and diagnose the network. So since then, we've been doing a road show So in all the major cities, NFL cities of the country, we're doing this challenge. And it's really eye-opening for customers.
That's exciting.
Absolutely. We've been getting great press coverage on it.
Great. So what's next for the company?
So the big things really are that as we look at the transition from hardware-based models to software-based models, the power that we have in our system really comes down to the data, right? We're able to model the network as a database. We capture all flow information for the customer. So big things that we are working on really have to do with data science and data analytics, where already we're seeing that there's very powerful traffic engineering, performance, security use cases for the information we collect based on where we are in the network. In fact, at one of the larger retailers, we are deployed, and one of their card scanners was actually compromised, and we found that out.
Wow.
The way we found it out was we deployed behind two of the major firewall vendor products, but because of the way they're deployed in the network, they don't see 100% of the traffic. We are the network, so we see everything. And because of that, we see all the flows, all the patterns, and because we are the network, we also know what segments and what compliance rules are to be enforced. Our system notices that one scanner in one store every so often tries to get to a rogue site that's not supposed to get to. Our data analysis engine crunches the numbers, detects that there is an anomaly, reports it back to the administrator, and sure enough, it was a compromised system. So there's very interesting use cases like that. There are also great use cases for traffic engineering, right? One of our customers, especially now that it's holiday season, if I think back to last year this time, another retail customer of ours at their store in New Jersey, in a mall, they had us deployed with the mall connectivity. Oftentimes, malls will have a near monopolistic connection that comes in. All the stores have to use that connection. They were concerned about availability, so they layered in LTE with the CloudGenix device. And what happened is, we were able to monitor everything in real time. Now, we look at the capability of the LTE, things look really good. There's a huge storm in the East Coast, I think it was on Thanksgiving or Black Friday weekend, and one of the snowplows takes out the connectivity to the mall. Now, of course, everything has to fail over to the LTE. Initially, the LTE looked good till the rush of shoppers come in. Everyone walks in with their cell phones. They take down capacity of cell phone tower, and now there's barely any capability there. Some of the routers that were deployed with LTE at other stores, they see it as systems down, right? So the other stores have to resort to manual phone calls to their credit card authorizers or trying to do those carbon copy credit card scans. Sure. Long lines, lost business in the peak shopping season. Whereas for our customer, system detects that it's not really down. It's just that really congested, really, you're battling for capacity. We have techniques to fight for our fair share of bandwidth. We prioritize the various applications, credit card transactions being number one, in-store inventory being number two, guest wireless and everything else is effectively shut down. And so our transactions actually go through. And the store managers, later in the evening when we ask them about the experience, they're like, yeah, there's some slowness, but we thought it was just normal holiday shopping rush. So it was a great story for us.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's right.
So is there anything we left out?
No, I think we hit on the major themes here, right? I'd really say that this is a very exciting market, probably the fastest growing part of IT. And like any fast growing market, you have a lot of players that come in. So certainly would encourage your audience to take a look at the various players and be able to work beyond marketing and look at the actual products. And so that's why we run this I Want CloudGenix challenge. We take our roadshow to every city, every customer that wants to see it.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Rich.